I strongly believe that this vegan bacon could save pigs. I strongly believe that. And one of the reasons why I strongly believe this vegan bacon could save pigs is because I tried it for so many times and failed so many times. You can only imagine. I mean, I've been doing this for a couple of years and been trying. I even developed certain techniques that are actually in my book on how to, come close to the right texture, to the right color, to the right. I've tried. And I mean, I failed so many times until I got the right texture, the color, the flavor. I mean, I just want to say there will be a few crucial elements that made this recipe a success. And if in case you would like to try it too, you have to watch it through because it is really, really a powerful recipe. Not just the texture, not just the flavor, not just the color. It just came together. And in fact, guys, without wasting your time, you just have to grill it. You have to grill it. And I'm going to be telling you just in a bit about this type of oil that I'm using here, which is a game changer as well. But you have to grill it. Just look at the difference. You have to grill it. Now, guys, before I tell you the importance of this cooking oil that I used here and the grilling part, why we had to grill it, I need to ask you a question. I have to ask you a question. Now, how many times, be honest, tell me on the comment section, how many times have you put, whether it's your garlic powder, onion powder, or smoked paprika, and when you add, you don't taste anything, none of it? Also, by the way, here I realized because I used muscovado sugar, so I realized it could not melt. It was making lumps, so I added a bit of vegan butter and tried to blend it so it could be smooth, and then I dunk it in as well and continued. And I'm sure, guys, you are able to see because all these spices and liquids have what do you call the labels. So I labeled so you are able to see what is it exactly. Anyway, this is how it looks. You have to let it set, guys. As I always say many times, almost all my recipes, the number one ingredient is patience. You have to let these things set so you are able to achieve the texture that you desire. Now, I'll go back to my question while we are busy layering out the fat and the pink dough. How many times really have you added certain ingredients, especially when you are making the washed flour method and you are using garlic powder, onion powder, or smoked paprika? On your final product, you don't at all taste none of that. Sometimes it might be even making your recipe a bit bitter. Okay, so on the last part here, this is not fat, this is just white washed flour that I put at the top, that is going to kind of mimic the actual vegan or the actual bacon skin. This is very important. Now, what I've discovered also is if I wrap this up and keep it in the freezer, and then the following day I can grill it with ease without Seitan sticking to the flap top grill. But again, even though the most important part, or one of the most important part, it is that oil that I'm using. This also helps to let it in the freezer overnight, because it kinds of come together, as you can see here, between the fat and the seitan. It just comes together as one. Anyway, let us make the fat. Actually, let us rather make the fat now. My fats, if you notice, they are almost the same, depending on what I want to achieve. So here I could not use any vegan stock, so I wanted water. And by the way, guys, please try to use filtered or still water rather than water from your tap, especially if you don't trust the water like myself, right? And the oil, sometimes it might look a bit more or too much or unnecessary. Believe me, it is super necessary. As I said, I tried these recipes a couple of times, actually many times, in order to come up with a texture that is super good. You have to feel this thing, guys. I really wish you make it yourself. Because to be really honest with you, some of these ingredients, and I'll keep on mentioning the garlic powder and the onion powder, it's not really something that you can test on its own, because it is dehydrated, right? And perhaps many times they use harsh methods to dehydrate these ingredients. They do taste bitter, right? They do taste bitter. Guys, let us be honest about this. Now here, I just look at that fat, man. Just look at that fat. Look at that fat. So I needed something that will make the flavor pop out without me trying to guess, is this bacon? Is the flavor profile right? Is the texture right? So I had to do this. So I took oil. Actually, rather, I took cashew nuts, roasted them, and then I took normal cooking oil and then soaked those nuts for a long time, I think for about a month. And the flavor of the oil itself, I cooked bacon for a very long time. Bacon, it does taste or does have that nutty flavor, especially when it's a crispy bacon. So that oil alone, together with grilling, as I am doing here, even just by standing in front of this thing, the flavor is simple bacon. It is simple bacon, and this does a lot of things. Besides that, you're gonna get that crispy skin, that bacon-like texture. The more it actually matures like wine, like vegan wine. So when you pop it in the oven and take it out, the flavor develops even way deeper. I cannot express to you how this method works. It is just fantastic. So actually, right after making this video, I discovered that the oil that I use for fat, you can actually use the cashew nuts oil, right? The flavor, even as I pull off this pepper here, and of course I did best with the oil a couple of times here, so obviously flavor is going to be powerful. Okay, another thing that you must notice, if you look at the texture here, it does not have, especially between the fat and the meat itself, there is not much pockets compared to when you look at this one. Let us cut this one. I just want to show you the difference, because it is also important the temperature that you are using when you are grilling this. So this one, obviously, you will have the temperature has to be a bit high. You kind of you want it super crispy, right? Because of that, because the heat is too much, right? So you'll see on the edge there will be pockets, and it's simple because the heat will be too much. But just look at that, guys. Come on. We really honestly do not have to eat these animals. I mean, come on guys, I promise you. So here is basically the same thing. The difference is that the other flap top was flat and this one is got the lines, and believe it or not, even those lines make a difference. And you keep basting with that oil, keep on basting with that oil. Ah man, just look at that, just look at that, man. The aroma, I just wish you were here. So the process here is definitely the same, guys. Flap top, or this one is you keep on basting it, baste it with that oil, baste it. Ah man. So I'm not saying you should not use the garlic powder, the onion powder, none of these things. You should use. Basically what I'm trying to say, let us follow all these recipes with attention, with focus. And guys, before I forget, you can actually freeze this up to 6 months, though I go up to a year. And if you really enjoyed this video, if you think there was any value, please don't forget to subscribe and to hit the notification button, so when I post next time you don't miss out. And the rest is in my ebook. The link is in the description.